Hi, I just wanted to touch really briefly on after a really difficult time and a bit of a meltdown, and then what kind of that transition looked like. I used to have meltdowns where it did involve a suicide attempt or planning, and then some cutting. And there would be lots of crying, maybe a fit and a big fight thrown in, and then spending an evening in my car just avoiding life. Um, Thankfully, that is not how things go now when it's a difficult time. And if you've seen my latest video, you can see that there was a lot of emotional difficulties and that I was just really struggling. So later that day, I ended up making cookies. And that was my one act of being a commercial mom and somehow pulling it together. And so that was really gratifying to do something that my children enjoy, my husband enjoys, I enjoy. Even shared some with my mom. So that was kind of healing in a little bit of a way to do something gratifying and something that my family can delight in. That's a huge motivator for me. So that did help. Crying on during the video and stuff. Oddly enough, that was kind of therapeutic. I had had a few good cries before that, and I did just a little bit after that, but then I was okay. Yesterday, I said goodbye to my counselor. I feel bad because I did avoid actually saying goodbye and really bringing it to a close. And that was a weakness on my own part that I couldn't do more to be brave and see that moment through. But I did give her a thank you card, kind of saying those different things that I wasn't going to be able to voice, and then a little token of gratitude with a couple things that I've made. So, yeah, that's kind of weird. It's kind of leaving it like that, but I think it's okay. I will be starting to see the person that will be filling in and taking some of my counselors' clients next week, and we'll see how that goes. She is friends with my old counselor now, and I hope I'm not going to cling to that, and that's going to become something where I feel like I'm never really letting go of my old counselor, because I want to let go, I need to let go, so that's kind of tough. And Pickles is getting in the way. Yeah, because you were having some food. So I tried to also take a walk in the evening to kind of work through just the being emotionally exhausted. I have taken my daughter to school. This will be the third time now, and now there is no tears. She does enjoy it. I do understand now that she just is tired afterwards and she's adjusting. So I'm trying to constantly remind myself that give everything 3-4 good tries, even when it's really hard and you don't feel like you can handle it, because you're either going to for sure know that it is something that's wrong and needs to change, or you've learned that everything is going to be okay and you need to stick with it. And sure enough, I'm learning that things are starting to get easier with my daughter going to school, and learning to transition through new counselors, even though that's something I hate and is so hard, that having an outlet to talk to somebody about it, and my husband's not so open to really discuss things with me, so this this is kind of my big outlet to just let go. I will try not to cry. Always try not to cry in therapy because that drives me crazy. But this is helpful because I don't see anyone's face of discomfort watching it. And if nobody sees it, well then that's okay too. Somehow talking it out just helps. And then thinking that, well, maybe I have some kind of some tidbit that's going to help fuel somebody, then that's going to be great. Because all I want for me and for my family and for anybody I meet is that they can live their happiest life. And I want what's true. You know, sometimes when you watch reality shows and it seems like people are so two-faced, it drives me crazy, and it also makes me feel really distrusting of people. And I really just want everything to be real. And I'm sorry, I totally gotten off course. Anyway, so making the cookies, taking a walk, it did help. And then crying it out and just talking it out here, and holding my breath, and waiting a little bit longer. So when you find yourself in that situation of it's a very hard moment, just those deep breaths, try to find one thing that's going to be gratifying or that is comforting, and do it and see what happens in 2 or 3 days. Oh, and one quick thing. Before I said that suicide attempts or planning and cutting, that was always part of a meltdown. I did do a little bit of suicidal contemplating, but never to the point of planning. Just toying with that idea, which is still wrong, but just to kind of go to show how I still have that way to move forward. And if anybody has any good ideas of what gives them comfort or gratification in a really hard situation, or any good advice, I would love to hear it, because everyone is so different, and some of the best ideas are just from people just throwing out something that they think is insignificant. So anyways, thank you very much. Have a good day.